If you could have dinner with any historical figure, dead or alive, who would it be and what would you ask them? I'd pick Nikola Tesla. That dude was a genius. I'd ask him about all those crazy inventions he had up his sleeve. Like, what's the deal with that death ray thing? And how did he come up with wireless electricity? That it'd be mind-blowing to chat with him over dinner. Plus, imagine the stories he'd have about hanging out with Mark Twain and Edison. Man, that'd be one epic dinner conversation. Someone like John Adams or Benjamin Franklin. Any of the not blatantly pro-slavers signers of the Deck of End. I'll tell thee all about the history of this country and where we are now, and what their thoughts are about everything. I wonder how they'd feel about the Pledge of Allegiance, Trump, MAGA, progressivism, immigration, the wage gap, homelessness, and drugs. Honestly, an Adolf Hitler in his 30s. I think I could learn a lot by listening, and what drives people to extremism, nationalism, fascism, communism, and what drives people to turn their back on democracy. Not that it's a good thing, but insight might bring solutions to the current political climate. Not by going down an extreme path, but to lure them back. There are so many. But I honestly think it would need to date back my biological family history and from there speak to whoever. My father is adopted, and from what we know, we are relatives of Black Jack Ketchum, an American outlaw who robbed trains and was charged to be hung twice. But the first hanging was unsuccessful. If I could spend the day with any historical figure or person, dead or alive, I would probably pick Thursday. Mondays and Tuesdays I'm usually busy. Thursday is usually a slower day for me work-wise. My second choice would be Wednesday. I like to keep my weekends free. Florence Nightingale for sure. I would love to just talk to Nightingale about nursing and getting her thoughts on what it is like now compared to in her day. I think it would be cool to review modern case studies with her. I'd choose Leonardo da Vinci, and I'd love to pick his brain about his creative process. Imagine sitting across from the master himself, discussing art, science, and the mysteries of the universe over a candle at dinner. I'd strap the Dulles brothers to a table, inject them with a superheroic dose of Atlas, and force them to confess every last coup and atrocity etched into history with their names. I'd choose Leonardo da Vinci and ask him about the inspiration behind his masterpieces, the secrets within his notebooks, and his thoughts on the convergence of art and science. I need a dinner party with Oscar Wilde and Freddie Mercury both present, so we can talk shit about the human condition and creativity, make beautiful something together. Leonardo da Vinci. During our dinner, I would ask Leonardo about his approach to creativity and innovation, and how he managed to combine art and science so seamlessly. Leonardo da Vinci, due to his incredible talents in art, science, and innovation. His vast knowledge and creativity would likely make for an intriguing conversation. Well, I would not invite the Kennedys for Thanksgiving. Sorry. I know that was not your intention in asking, but that is what came to me. I will see myself out. If I could have dinner with any historical figure, my choice would be Leonardo da Vinci. As a polymath who excelled in multiple fields like art, Hemunu, architect of the Great Pyramid under Pharaoh Khufu, I'd ask him how the pyramid was built, construction techniques, tools, logistics. JFK would be fun. I would genuinely like to see what type of guy he was. I've heard so many things. I want to know the real man. I wouldn't have dinner with a dead person, but if someone is temporarily alive, I suppose I would have dinner with my wife. If you could have dinner with any historical figure, dead or alive, who would it be and what would you ask them? Prince. I wouldn't ask a damn thing. I'd just observe. Maybe I'd ask him to jam or shoot some hoops. Teddy Roosevelt. I wouldn't ask him anything. It would be fun to just let him ramble and listen. Definitely Oscar Wilde, not for any deep reason apart from that I feel like he'd be a good hang. I would ask a modern president, like Obama, spill all the beans on presidential level secrets. If it was someone dead, then I'd ask them if they had any objections to eating their meal too. I wouldn't ask them anything because it's rude to talk when my mouth is full, my mum told me. Probably Jesus. Want to know who and what is up with that guy. He'd be interesting, I hope. Emperor Frederick II for talking on culture, politics, and the destiny of Europe. Fred Rogers. I'd probably walk away from that dinner with a self-esteem boost. George Washington. I'd ask if he really chopped down that cherry tree. Mary Mallon. Then before the meal I would ask if she washed her hands. Jesus. Why are you and your dad such insensitive and unjust cunts? I would definitely choose once to eat near a corpse. Sahri Ahmad Shah WTF happened to Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. The Egyptian pharaoh Khufu. And we'll talk about the pyramids. O.J. Simpson, what it hell like. Then I'd put him back there. I would have a dinner with Nicholas II, last emperor of Russia. Abraham Lincoln. That dude is apparently a badass wrestler. Putin. So that I pose in his food in hopes of preventing WWE3. Jimmy Hoffa. Why the hell do you trust your bodyguards? Jesus. I'd have it televised and clear up so much shit. Imhotep. Mansa Musa. Nikolai Tesla. John Henrik Clark. Person Jesus of Nazareth. Question, what's my name?